Hello and welcome to this video series where we're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam of 2023. This time we will have a look at Dungeons of Duality by graphicmismatch. And before we jump into the game, we will have a look at the description here. You crawl through a dungeon to revive your lost love. On the way, you have to make a few tough choices. Playing the standalone version is recommended. Yeah, I already downloaded it. All assets, ranging from audio, textures, scripts, music, models, maps, and sprites were made by me, except the following: Bones Sound, Skybox, font for title, help menu, horizontal slider. Okay, disclaimer: although this game may take inspiration from religious imagery, it is in no way intended to be a promotion or a mockery of any system or belief. Alright. Thanks for playing! Alright, and with that, let's jump into the game. And here we got the menu. Let's have a look at the help section. Alright, so we have 3 status bars. Transformation, timer, it's the wave here. We have the health bar, okay, and the morality, alright. Poison indicator, transformation indicator. We have status, you feel motivated, interesting. A compass, or a cursor, okay. And a player portrait, alright. Next page. Use WASD to move, use space to wait a turn, and do nothing, alright. So that is a turn-based game where you can pass a turn via pressing space, okay. Use Q and E to turn left and right, respectively. You can also hold down right click and drag to look around. Okay. Use R to transform when in front of an altar shown in the picture or an enemy. Left click to pray or to attack. You can only attack when transformed. Next one. Praying at an altar will set your respawn point and will heal you. You can only pray when not transformed. You can only attack enemies directly when transformed. However, on transformation, you will have a constant drain of morality, which cannot be gained back. Morality is used to determine whether or not praying heals you, and whether or not you're able to respawn. Morality also will play a role in the ending. When not transformed, the player can lure the mobs to a trap and activate it to damage the mob. When poisoned, you will have a constant but temporary health drain. Oh, that all sounds quite complex. So, let me check again. So with R we can transform when in front of an altar. But we can also pray to heal. And transforming reduces our morality. Okay. And we can only fight when we are transformed, right? Only attack enemies directly when transformed. Otherwise we can only set traps. Oh, okay.
It has been 8 years since she died. 8 years since I gave up my sword. For 8 years I have been searching for a way to bring her back. I never thought the answer would lie just below her grave.
Yeah, that was kind of hard to understand. I think the quality is worse than on the Commodore 64. So... and we have to revive someone, and the answer is just below. Alright, so you feel motivated. We look very motivated here on the picture. Let me quickly move myself just a little bit away here. Alright. Cowardice, you escaped with your life, but not with your wife. Okay, we finished the game. Alright, well, I guess we will start over. I can't get out of here apparently, so let me end the game and start again. Okay. Might take a bit until OBS catches up, yes. Alright. Yeah, skip. Okay. beeping for moving forward, that doesn't really match well. The turning sound is nicer. Boop. Alright. So the commands are queued up. Oh, and now it's closed and we can't escape anymore. The speed is quite quick. Yeah, so first impression of the controls is pretty good. Perspective is also pretty good. And in contrast to some other games I've seen in the jam, this one is actually restricting the viewing window. So I've seen it a couple of times now in other jam games that you have the interface in the bottom, which is basically just covering up the screen here. And this can then, for example, cover up the whole bottom tile you're standing on, which feels a bit weird. So I think that solution, which is used in this game, in Dungeons of Duality, is much better. The perspective could be maybe a little bit higher, because it feels like you're kind of like a rabbit or so running on the floor. So maybe that could be a thing, just increase the height a bit. Is that a trap? Something happened. Spiky, spiky. Huh. Why didn't it hurt me the first time? So now I'm not sure what exactly is happening. Also, when we are bumping into a wall, we have this bumping effect. So this is a bleeding, a poison effect, okay. So we only get that. Okay, so this is just poisoning us. Yeah, and now we're dead, of course. Oh no, the poison is... Oh, okay. Ending 2, failure. Alright, cool. Just wanted to... Oh, okay, so that's not working. So you need to restart the game, otherwise you just get back to the previous state. Alright, so... I thought that maybe you would not die, but instead with poison you will only go like to 1 hit point or something. I don't quite get how this trap thing is working. So now we can transform with pressing R, and now we are some kind of wolf guy. And then we have this transformation bar, which is filling. I don't know what this is actually meaning. Our morality is decreasing, and why isn't our transformation thing showing up? Okay, no idea. I don't quite get the idea of the trap here. Is there a way to avoid that? It doesn't feel like it. Okay, we just click on enemy and then it will die. You feel scared. Yeah, I don't understand the traps yet. Yeah, and I think they're also a little bit bugged in that they are not 100% corresponding to the thing here. Something is missing. I think this blue bar here in the background is not really intended. Also, we cannot heal anymore, right? Yeah, the traps are a bit annoying. So there's another trap, right? Yeah. Okay, so if we wait enough, the trap goes back. We just eat them. Okay, there's light. Oops. Dead? Why are we dead? The tablet exploded the second you touched it. You are now a monster, although you probably always were. Okay. We found the next ending. So apparently you need to touch that while you're still human. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there is an altar at the beginning. Let's try to not get this trap. So now if I move forward, does the trap... How do I get past that without getting damaged? So the trap stays active. When I go on that thing, it goes down. As soon as I leave it... I don't quite get it, unless there is a secret passage somewhere. I don't think there was a button to jump or something like that. So I have to walk past that thing. Now it was not triggered. I don't understand the logic. So this enemy is attacking me now. Again, now we triggered a trap. But I don't get why... Now we can pray, right? By just left clicking. Okay. I'm not sure if this is the same area. You died, but someone is on your side. Revive. Yeah, still don't get it. So, but this is a dead end, basically. Ah, we can just walk through them. Yeah, again, there will be a trap. And I will take damage. Maybe if I go... Ah, no, this was the other side. Ah, yeah, we can just walk through. I again, there's a trap. And yeah, I don't quite see the point of the traps and how they are supposed to work. Ah, maybe I need to press space so that it goes back. Yeah, okay, one time space, another time space, now it's gone. Okay, yeah, now I get it. And I think we will die now. Ah, there is...
Brother, give me strength. Brother, give me strength.
The issue is...
Give me strength. Brother, give me strength.
Oh, okay, that works for some reason. Okay. Trigger, wait, and now we can get past. Alright. So, that's full morale. Ending 3, success! It worked! You now have a second chance. And I guess with that, we saw everything regarding the endings. But let's see if... Because there were some directions which I did not explore yet. So let's check out these as well.
It has been 8 years since...
And I just understood the trap mechanic! So we step on that, we wait another turn, and now we can go further. Yeah, took me a while, but of course with the turn-based mechanic that kind of makes sense.
Brother, give me strength. Brother, give me strength.
Yeah, I don't think that there is anything else noteworthy. Maybe we will find some secret ending. We can also keep you feel goofy. We can also just hold the W key to move forward. Okay, so we just ran in a circle. Okay. Am I running the same circle again? No. But yeah, we are going to die now. Okay, but I think we have seen everything. All 4 endings. So, yeah, as I mentioned, the perspective is perfect regarding the orientation. I just think that we are a bit low. Maybe, like, increase the height a little bit, but it's not bad. It's just like the perception is a bit like we are running very deep on the floor. Or maybe you change the scale of the textures or something like that so that it matches. Because right now, yeah, we are more the size of a dog or something. But regarding the orientation, the perspective is perfect. I think the tile size is also fine. The movement is very good, so it queues up. It feels like there's a smooth movement, fluid movement when walking, so it doesn't feel like there's cut anything. Well, there is not cut anything, so yeah, it feels really good to move around. The combat mechanic, well, it's just clicking on enemies basically, or try to get them walk into the trap. The trap mechanic is something where you first need to really learn that yes, it's turn-based, and when you're I mean, it's basically the animation is obviously real time. Then we are stepping on this thing and it's going down, but it's kind of misleading in, I don't know how to do it in a better way. Maybe some more indication about that this is now coming up, but this would then defeat the purpose. So I see why it is, that it is how it is, but with a game that short, I couldn't really use that now. I would, maybe some explanation for the first trap would have helped, just to understand the mechanic better. I mean, I did get the mechanic, but at that point I was basically through the game already. So yeah, I mean, you step on the trap, it is triggered for the next turn, so I need to wait until the next turn. Then I need to wait again so that it's back, and now I can move on. So that's a bit of a, yeah. So the combat mechanic, very basic, you click on enemies. Content-wise, I think there could also have been just a tiny bit more. I think I like that there are different endings, and that's very cool. But I think the symmetry was could have had some stops in between. I mean, you had these altars every now and then, but maybe just have some, I don't know, text passages every now and then, or even if this was just like, okay, there's a bush, I need to get past that, and at some other point you find a machete or a flamethrower or whatever, just to get through that obstacle. Because the way it was basically you just run a straight line on some traps and then past some enemies, which you basically shouldn't destroy. So there should have been something more interesting, more engaging in some way, to make it more interesting. So content-wise, I wouldn't say that the game was very strong. The duality theme was nice to transform into this monster, whatever that was, wolf, I think, not sure, werewolf. Regarding the sounds, yeah, the beeping noise when moving, it's a bit, at that point it doesn't really fit together, right? When you have this realistic whoosh, well, realistic, I mean, if you're turning around doesn't necessarily make whoosh, but you have this realistic whoosh sound effect when turning. Also the kind of realistic sound when the trap goes up. And then you have this beeping noise when moving forward, and I think we also have that noise when we're fighting against enemies, right? Ah yeah, we are not in the demon form. Now you get this, the sound also doesn't, it's very rough, so yes, I mean the sounds were all handmade, so that's nice. I think all the sounds were was there anything? Oh, let me check again. The bones sound, I'm not sure what the bones sound is. Yeah, so apparently all the sounds were handmade. So, yeah, still, I mean, the beeping noise, maybe that's just a remaining placeholder, which wasn't possible to change in time. But I liked a different sound there and some other combat sounds. But it's not like a big issue for the game. It is there. There's an atmospheric track in the background, which I would also say isn't great, but it works well with the game, so no issues there. So overall, I think that was a very nice gem entry. And of course there are some weird lights in the background, but I think that's a bug. A couple of nice interesting ideas, like these how you feel the different endings depending on the morale, and this transformation bar, which I didn't quite get. Let me check again. Let me restart the game and then we can have another look at the transformation bar. Because I could just transform at any time, it didn't seem to... Ah, no, now I hit play instead of... Okay, 1 second. Help. Alright, so it will take a moment until it shows up here. Alright. So we have the transformation indicator. I don't think that this actually showed up. We have a transformation timer. I don't think that this was working. Let's just check that. I think we just stayed in this transformation forever. Wait, and down. So transform. Now this, you can see that this is not lighting up. So even though we are transformed, nothing is happening. Now this is full. Or does this only indicate that we are fully transformed? And now this thing goes back. 1 second. Ah, okay, so we cannot transform when this bar is not filled up. Okay, I think it doesn't work the first time, basically. Let me restart the game once again, because at the start it's not showing and we can use the transformation right away. Yeah, we'll take... No, it's okay, so it is active at the beginning, basically showing that, yes, you are able to transform now. And once you're transformed, you need to wait until this is full again, so that you can transform again. Yeah, there's not really much of a purpose with that. Basically just so that you switch in and out for too fast, but yeah, alright. And of course it gives you a morale hit. But still, interesting mechanic, and I mean, for the purpose of the game, it works well. So this was Dungeons of Duality by graphicmismatch, and if you're interested in checking out the game, you will find a link down in the video description. And if you're interested in seeing more jam videos, you can also check out the playlists where I add all the videos I publish so far. And you can of course also subscribe to the channel to not miss any of the new videos. And with that, thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.